Hi guys. So it's probably been ages again since I filmed a video. I have been meaning to do one for a little while because I have been doing a lot of stuff. So there's a lot to talk about. So for the last few months, the last couple of months specifically, I have been working through the sequel to my Snow White retelling, which is The Girl Behind the Glass. The book is called The Girl on the Glass Throne. I have been doing loads of little video things on the clock app, talking about it. Trying to get more awareness of it because obviously it's not out yet, but I like to promote before it comes out too. I don't know if you can see my bookshelves in the background. They are a bit of a mess. With just Asda bags on them right now because I got a new bookshelf coming and ordered a new one. Because that thing that is right there is not very sturdy at all. I have an 8-month-old baby, so very soon he is probably going to be crawling. So I have, not a good idea to have something that's not very sturdy in the flat. So I've also completely changed my setting. Like I usually used to have my desk in front of my couch. Yesterday I completely rejigged everything, moved it around so that I'm now in front of my balcony. And yeah, it feels I can spin around and look at the baby. Jackie's okay and everything. So it feels kind of weird to be in a new setting, but I'm getting on with it. So over last year, I did a lot of writing. I didn't publish a book because I had a child, but I did a lot of rewriting and writing. I worked on three books technically, 2.5 maybe. So I worked on this sequel to The Girl Behind the Glass. This is a duology. This one is a retelling of Snow White. They'll both still technically be of Snow White retelling. But book 2 has more of like dark academia vibes. It has more of the ghostly elements that are in book 1. Still has a Snow White sister and her stepsister. Snow White character and her stepsister, sorry. And their relationship, and then it also has all of the friendships from book 1, but it also has a few more characters in there. Kind of complicated relationships. I don't want to give too much away in case you do read it, but yeah, there's some complicated relationships at the beginning, but then obviously will kind of come out. Yeah, when I wrote this book, the draft last year, pretty much my entire pregnancy I spent working on that book. I was loving writing it. I was really enjoying it, and like all the dark scenes that I was writing. I've never written like a dark magical school before, so that was really fun. But it was just a mess. It just felt like such a mess. But I'm really glad I got it finished, and I got to 116,000 words ish overall from the draft. That's from the draft now, so I've been writing it. Kind of a smaller rewrite, but still okay. So not as big as last year, but still pretty big rewrite. And that has now gone to my editor as of a few days ago. I was going to give myself the biggest writing break ever, but I only lasted 2 days. So now I'm working on another project, which we're just going to call Project Ash, because it's something that I'm not sure if I want to self-pub yet, with like my other books, or if I am thinking of querying in later agents with it first. And obviously see if we get any nice feedback or reactions. Potential representation, which would be scary but exciting. Yeah, see how that goes. We'll try it. So I'm just going to call it Project Ash. It does have a proper title, but just for the sake of, anonymity, we will keep it Project Ash just for now. That book is kind of gods inspired, Greek myth inspired, kind of loosely inspired. It used to be a lot more heavily towards Greek myth, with a couple of different people from Greek myth, but now it is more vague, and it's like my own world and my own characters and stuff. So, and then I did another rewrite of that one last year, as well as the sequel to this one. So I was writing a lot, and then last year I also started writing Enchanted Prince, which is book 3 in my A World of Magic series. So that is the book that follows Songbird Air, which is the book that follows Steel Princess. They're all under my desk. So yeah, 2 series on the go, and the one that I want to query is another series. So potentially 3 different series. We'll see how it goes with that one. Might end up self-publishing it, if not. But I haven't queried in since probably COVID, and I just thought I want to try again, even if I don't get anywhere with it. And I'm really enjoying it. So at the minute, I've been working on the one that I'm going to query, Project Ash, and I've been working through some brilliant feedback from some lovely writer friends that read it like a few months ago. I've only just got around to doing it because I was non-stop writing and rewriting The Girl on the Glass Throne, sequel to this one. So yeah, I have plans now to get as much that I can done on Project Ash, while The Girl on the Glass Throne is with an editor, and then hopefully there won't be anything too major for edits for Girl on the Glass Throne, which will mean it will be closer to publication. And then, of course, once I know what's going on with that, I will obviously be able to update. But yeah, it's happening. It's exciting. Enchanted Prince is only got a few chapters in that, but that will probably be the next publication after The Girl on the Glass Throne, because I've got to keep my 2 series going, you know. So I'll have book 1, 2, and 3 in one series, and then I'll have 2 books in this series. As soon as I finished The Girl on the Glass Throne, I also outlined some stuff for another book in the series, which will be probably the next book I write in this series, because there are going to be a lot of different retellings, and the next one it will be a Cinderella retelling, with some of the characters in this series, but they won't have POVs like they do for their own series. It will be a different character, but different characters will kind of feature in their own story, different stories. So yeah, I have big plans for all of them. It's really fun. I'm enjoying it, and I'm just getting on with the writing and the editing. Except now my laptop keeps deciding to turn itself off, which is really annoying. And I'm in the process of trying to get it back to turn on right now. But yeah, thank you guys as always for watching, and of course I will be back with more updates soon.